Yeah, we are working very hard, trying to be as close as possible of some signings. And the main thing is what I say in another interviews is when I had the meeting with Mike Ashley, I was confident after this meeting that we have the money available. We have even the wages, so everything is in place to move forward. So hopefully Mike can keep his word.
So that was Rafa Benitez just the other day saying that transfers are hopefully going to be happening, and true to the word, Newcastle and the board have got their man Jacob Murphy joins on a long-term deal. More on Murphy in a moment, but you know there's this trend that goes around, how do you announce a player on social media? Newcastle have done this absolutely fantastic, very professionally, very elegant. Have a look at this.
My first game was I went to watch with my brother. Dad took us to watch Newcastle versus PSV in the UEFA Cup at the time. It was a 2-1 win. Alan Shearer, Gary Speed getting the goals, Laurent Robert, Olivier Bernard. You know, watching them players growing up, I enjoyed that. Newcastle's my childhood club. Growing up, only ever knowing Newcastle. And now I've got the opportunity to come and represent this beautiful club. I can't wait to get started.
So I have to say that's pretty stylish. I have to say credit to Newcastle there. So we're going to be quickly talking about a couple of statements. Let's have a look at what Jacob Murphy said about leaving Norwich. This is what he said. It's on our Facebook page. It was an opportunity I couldn't turn down, a chance to test myself in the Premier League and play under Rafa Benitez. To the fans who have been amazing with me since day one, from the FA Youth Cup days all the way to now, through the good times and the bad. The support you've given me, which was incredible, and couldn't have asked for much more. You hold a special place in my heart and created memories I'll never forget. I would also like to say a thank you to Delia, Michael and Eddie for the love and support they've shown the last 11 years. Also, massive thank you to all my former managers, Ricky Martin, teammates and all the backroom staff that made my time in Norwich so enjoyable. So having obviously read that, he seems very humble. Look at him on NUFC TV, which you can read his full interview. He seems very humble. He feels very excited by the prospect of playing for his team. We all know that he's been pictured, him and Josh, his brother, were Newcastle fans. His family are from the area. This is what he actually said about joining Newcastle. My mother's from Berkeley, my dad a little further up in Ashton, and the rest of the family are all from Gateshead. They've always been Newcastle fans, so that's who I chose to follow. The first game I went to with my brother, my dad took us to watch it, was against PSV Eindhoven in the UEFA Cup. It was a 2-1 win with Alan Shearer and Gary Speed getting the goals. I watched Laurent Robert and Olivier Bernard when I was growing up. They used to really stick out. Laurent Robert had a wand of a left foot and used to cannon everything in. Alan Shearer is a god at Newcastle. You can't forget those names. Last season with Norwich, none of the boys could hear each other. All they could hear was the fans. I wanted to be a part of that, and I heard the opportunity to come and play here. So obviously he's referring to that amazing 4-3 game at St James's Park, which was, the scenes there are absolutely madness. But what will he bring? So what will he bring to the club then? I think I've been championing on for this, that Matt Ritchie needs competition. Matt Ritchie was absolutely fantastic last season. Up there in the top 3 player of the year. A lot of people's fans say he is player of the year, but it gives him real good options, Rafa Benitez, because if he goes for the 4-2-3-1, maybe goes for wing backs, you know. Jacob Murphy was playing right back for the first game in the England under-21, so it gives you options, you know. I think Richie needs this. He needs a bit of competition, because if Richie goes a bit stale, you can bring Murphy in. Also, with Richie and Murphy, Aarons and Atsu, all 4 of them can play on each side of the wing, which is healthy as well. Do feel like Murphy, though, it will bring something different to Richie, because Murphy will run at you, literally direct. I mean, he scored plenty of goals. He got a total of 9 last season. He started the championship off last season, the beginning of the championship, the first few months. Is one of the league's top scorer from a winger, you know. Then he went a little bit, didn't score for a while. But, you know, he's young, he's 22, he's English, he'll want to do well. Yes, it's not your glamour signing. However, he's more of a squad signing. Hopefully he'll go on to make himself a first-team regular. And he's talked about wanting to go on and play for England, so the lad's got aspirations. And I think it's a good signing. I don't think it's a brilliant signing. It's not like, ooh, you know, it doesn't blow your mind away. But it's a signing that we're hopeful of. We've seen it with Isaac Hayden last season, what a buy he turned out to be. Speaking of Isaac Hayden, they're very close friends as well. They've known each other since the age of 10. So he'll help them settle in as well. We'll obviously touch on the Javier Monquillo once he's officially announced as well, the right back. But let us know what you think of Murphy. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.